When I started this series about my MS recovery diet, I thought the story ended at the plate. The journey about energy, optimism, and showing you how to turn everyday biology into progress. Before we dive in, let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered what happens when the food you eat meets the way you exercise? Could the two together actually encourage your central nervous system to repair? I want to show you how to use your own heart rate as a simple, powerful way to track recovery and measure progress. Turns out, that was just the prequel. This is the part where you'll see how to measure your own progress and use your heart rate as a feedback loop in your MS recovery.
Before we get into the data, this is all tracked using a Fitbit. Any heart rate tracking watch or app will work just as well. What you're seeing here, those rising and falling heart rates, isn't just a workout. It's a pattern of repair. Every burst raises oxygen. Every recovery rebalances inflammation. Together, they form the rhythm of neurovascular healing.
Years ago, I couldn't. It's crazy. I never thought of myself as the athletic type. But in my quest to beat MS, exercise crept into my life and eventually became the main driver of recovery. I reframed everything about myself. And when I started way back, I could have never imagined holding 150 beats per minute without overheating. Knowing me, back then, it would have been impossible. A typical resting heart rate sits around 60 to 70 beats per minute. Light activity might reach up to 90 to 110, and intense intervals like this climb into the 150s and 160s. Now I hit 160 regularly, and my oxygen stays 99%. And not only am I comfortable, but this is some crazy feedback loop going on. It gives me enormous amounts of energy. No fatigue, no exhaustion. That means I'm burning clean. No glucose spikes, no inflammation surge, no crash. And the same principle shows up outside of workouts too. On the other end, before bed, my heart rate sometimes drops to 50 to 55 beats per minute. Proof that my nervous system has fully calmed and switched into repair mode. That low BPM isn't random. It's connected to what and when I eat. The nutrient timing and clean fuel from my diet lets my body settle into this deeper repair state. The food literally sets up the psychology for that recovery heartbeat. This is what my diet has done. This is what my diet has done. It's made me metabolically flexible.
Metabolic flexibility means your body can switch between fuel sources, fat and glycogen, without stress. When that happens, mitochondria inside your neurons stop choking on inflammation. They produce ATP efficiently, fueling the very cells that rebuild myelin. In other words, stable blood sugar equals stable signaling. Stable signaling creates the perfect environment for myelin repair.
Your heart rate tells the truth. You can't fake it. Those peaks, that's my sympathetic system kicking in. Those valleys, that's my parasympathetic recovery. That back and forth dance is how my brain embraces recovery.
And that recovery is everything for someone with MS. Each cycle of exertion followed by calm helps retrain your vagus nerve, the nerve that helps regulate inflammation through the parasympathetic system, stimulating acetylcholine release, calming microglia, and creating the biochemical conditions that allow oligodendrocytes to regenerate myelin. In a healthy system, recovery isn't just rest. It's an active neurological decision to shift from defense to restoration.
So yes, I eat to beat MS. But this is where the exercise does the work. I eat to beat MS, and movement is how that fuel drives repair. But food isn't just fuel, it's information. And when your body understands that information, even your pulse starts to speak the language of repair.
Every heartbeat becomes a message from your nervous system. The conditions are right. The energy is clean. The system is ready to heal.
It's still a mystery why MS causes remyelination to eventually stop. But living this way, I'm forcing new pathways to beat my MS genetics. On workout days, I run a controlled calorie surplus to give my body the fuel it needs to rebuild. Then on non-workout days, I stay slightly under, keeping inflammation in check and sharpening metabolic flexibility. That's what the Eat to Beat MS series has been about. Energy. Balancing those surpluses and deficits for repair. Remyelination needs energy, not excess. It's about alignment. I call that the pulse of repair. And the best part, it's measurable, repeatable, and totally trainable by you, by me, by everyone with MS. Because when you eat right, move smart, and recover deeply, the numbers prove it.
Eat to Beat MS isn't just about what's on the plate. It's about how every cell responds once the meal is over.
That's the secret no diet book tells you. Your pulse is the proof that your energy, your effort, and your optimism are paying off. The ultimate report card of recovery. Thanks for watching. Until the next one.